Hi, everyone. My name is Ilse. I am a workshop presenter for the Peer and Academic Resource Center, here to share some tips and helpful links as you adjust to being an online student. Here's an overview of what I'll be speaking about, and just a quote that me and my colleagues really liked about really being present and focusing on what you can do right now. Diving right in, just wanted to cover the importance of physical distancing. There was a little match animation that went out, and in this screenshot that we took from it, I hope you can see how much of a difference it can make if one person steps out, doesn't catch it, and doesn't pass it on to everyone else. The whole point of this is to prevent the spread of COVID-19. So yes, it's important to listen to what your local state and federal officials are saying in terms of self-isolation, etc. So the other is to just stay at home and only leave the house for essentials. And if you're going to the grocery store, maybe plan ahead and just get in, grab what you need, and leave. And again, it's perfectly fine if you want to take a walk outside. I've definitely done that because obviously being at home all day can be a little much. So feeling the sun on my face and the wind in my hair has been good. Just keep that physical distance from anyone you may come across as you walk. The next, so really a tip when you're taking an online class, and now if you're an online student, is to create a routine. It can be pretty easy when you're online and don't have a specific time to be somewhere to just spend all day in your PJs. And you do want to get up in the morning and create some sort of routine, whatever that may be for you. I get up, I do my hair, I get dressed, I have breakfast, and I get my day started by creating a to-do list. So anything I need to accomplish that day, I create a list for it. That way I know what I need to get to, keep myself on schedule, kind of be like, all right, I still have like 5 things to do. I need to keep going. But I also time block my day. I usually, 9 to 12, I'll do something, take a lunch break, and then get back to work. Make sure not to overwork yourself, and make sure to remember to take a break. That's really important. So next up is self-care. So eating healthy. So personally, if I'm at home all day, I either binge out and eat way too much, or I sleep all day and just don't eat. So it's really important to stay healthy, and part of that is getting plenty of sleep. And the other part, I would say right now, specifically, if you have a restaurant that you really love a meal at this restaurant, now's your chance to learn how to make that meal at home. So check out some recipes online. There are plenty out there, and there are also YouTube tutorials about cooking different things. I've been learning. I'm not a master chef yet, but I'll get there. And also get plenty of sleep. For me, I go to sleep at 11, wake up at 7, because keeping your body on some sort of schedule just helps you stay healthy, honestly. Because if I'm not careful, I'll sleep at 3 in the morning, and I'll wake up at noon, and that throws off, then I don't eat, etc. So keep yourself on some schedule. You are in charge of that. So the other part is also exercising. So there are a lot of videos going up on YouTube if you want to do yoga or at home exercise videos as well. I'm personally not an exercise person, and before I used to at least walk around campus, etc. Now I take a walk outside, and that's just been really helpful. So find what works for you in terms of making sure that you're eating healthy, you're getting enough sleep, and you're getting some sort of exercise. And the next step in that, in self-care, is making sure that you're not socially distancing. That's why I say physical distancing. Stay connected with your friends and family, Facebook Messenger, call them, message them, however you want to keep in touch, but keep in touch with them in a safe and physically distanced way. The next is to limit media intake. You can kind of get on burnout when you're reading endless stories about what's going on right now. So I would just say kind of limit that, maybe get your info from other sources, or set a time or a time limit that you'll spend on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all of those, because you can burn out pretty quickly reading all of that. So just take care of yourself, guys. The next is fighting boredom. First day of isolation, I messaged my friends and I'm like, I'm bored, guys. I'm so bored. So get creative. That's what I've had to do. And you can color, paint, draw. There are a lot of tutorials on YouTube as well if you want to check those out. If you ever wanted to do any of those things, maybe you had a puzzle that you bought 2 years ago and said you were going to do, and now you have, and you're proud of it. So you glued it together and put it on the wall. Looks great, right? It almost looks like a painting. Anyway, you can also binge watch your latest season, or anything that you might have missed. If you want to go video game marathon, no one's going to tell you right now that you should be outside instead. So feel free to do those things. And maybe, you know, your friends and family watch the same things and you can call them up and talk about it. Read a book for fun. So I have books, I have a bookshelf. And for me personally, there's at least 1 or 2 books that I put there because these are like smart people books that, you know, everyone has read and I will get to it eventually. Now might be the time to get to it. So if you have a book in your bookshelf that you haven't read, now might be the time. If not, maybe it's time to, if you're not going to read it still, maybe it's time to donate it. The other is audiobook or ebook. So there are a lot of ebooks available for free. So you don't necessarily have to pay for this stuff. Kindle app from Amazon has a lot of free ebooks in different genres, as does the Apple Bookstore. So feel free to check that out. If you want to clean your home, declutter. I personally decluttered at the beginning of the year, and having a clear space to work in has just been super beneficial. I feel a lot more peaceful when I get home and just see a clean space. So maybe it's time to get started on that. The next here, I just wanted to share some helpful links. All of the links will be in the description of the video. And the first one is the CDC, or the Center for Disease Control, which just provides a lot of updates, kind of what the COVID is, how it works, symptoms, disinfecting, etc. The Washington Post provides, this is a link to a really good article, as well as there will be a little gray box where you can subscribe to their newsletter, where you will be emailed updates. And you can use that as your source of information, maybe instead of spending all that time on social media and getting overwhelmed. The next, Find Your Representative, is linked to Find Your Representative, and you can check out their website for updates and resources in your local area, maybe find their Facebook page and get informed that way. The next is the Sac State website page with updates on COVID. So it's a link to that page where they answer questions, have different resources available, etc. And you can get some info there on what's happening with the campus. So the next one is the next 3 are channels that I've subscribed to on YouTube. The first one is a do-it-yourself disinfectant wipes video, super short. It's from Do It on a Dime. She has a lot of Dollar Tree decorating, organizing hacks, so feel free to check some of her other videos out. The next is from Clean My Space, which has a lot of cleaning, organizing, disinfecting, do-it-yourself cleaning product videos. You can check those out, but I specifically linked the difference between cleaning and versus disinfecting video. They are different things. Take a look at that. The next one is The Financial Diet, which really talks about finances in a very relatable way. But this specific video that I linked is on anxiety, COVID-19, and financial fear. And just a reminder to stay positive and be grateful for what you have. So feel free to check that out. And if you want to learn about finances, check some of our other videos out. And then just remember to take it one day at a time. I am a graduating senior, so I can completely feel the stress of being this close to graduation and graduating into this kind of situation, but I'm just going to focus on what I can do right now to finish the semester successfully. And remember that I'm not the only one going through this. Other students are going through this. Everyone is kind of going through this right now. And your professors are going through this too. So if you have any questions or concerns, your professors understand. Email them, communicate with them if you have any concerns, or if you're having some difficulty to adjusting to being an online student. They're there to help you out. They want to see you succeed, so reach out. And here's just a reminder from some of my colleagues to focus on the positives and just some habits or a recipe to feel focused and feel good. So that is all for now. Hopefully we'll have some videos for you after spring break. And on that note, you guys have an awesome spring break, and we will see you, talk to you, message you soon.